Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing very well. Today I'm here to film a very special palette. It's a brand new palette. I received it today and I'm going to be talking about the Lois Cosmetics Meet Me in the Underworld palette. I have been waiting so long for this palette to arrive. Even when it was announced that Lois was doing a new palette, I was so damn excited. I have really enjoyed Lois's palettes previously, so I have raved on about the Rose Metals palette that I received. I bought it, God, it must have been last year. And since then she's been releasing tons of different other products. So there is another palette, and then recently she came out with some mascaras. No, she came out with some eyelashes. So I previously purchased these. I really love these. I'm not much of an eyelash kind of person because they're just too much, but these are really comfortable and they're really affordable. And then I saw that this palette was coming out. Even by looking at the packaging, I know never judge a palette by its cover, but oh mama, look at how gorgeous this palette is. As soon as I saw it online, well, I knew I was going to buy it anyway because I really like this palette. And if this is anything, you know, consistency, you know, pigment wise, I'm going to be so happy. But yeah, the pre-order went live, it must have been a week or two ago, and the pre-order sold out in like less than 10 minutes, I think it was. I was very kind of fortunate. I mean, this is kind of not good but bad at the same time, but I was just looking on the website about 5-10 minutes before it actually went live, and it was there. I picked it up, and I know a lot of people had a lot of issues around that, but it wasn't Lois Cosmetics' fault. It was I think it was like ClearPay or someone like that. I don't know who it was that done it, but they actually uploaded the palette early without them knowing, so that's why it sold out much quicker than anticipated. But I got it. I'm very happy. It actually turned up today, and today, as I'm filming it now after 5 o'clock, the official launch has started. So it might have sold out already, but I know that they're going to be hopefully doing another restock that I saw on social media towards the end of May. Check in my description because I'll be linking the website, and please have a look at Lois Cosmetics because they're a fantastic indie brand. I'm going to show you the stuff that it came in first. So it came in this really gorgeous box. This sticker you always get no matter what. You get a little card which is about the kind of influence towards the palette that I'll talk about in a moment. You get a little thank you card, which I think is always amazing. I love that indie brands give thank you cards because it just makes it so much more personal, and it just shows that they really appreciate your service or your pay or whatever. And then you get these little leaves inside, which is actually super cute. I love the green theme. Like, I know this is a green kind of inspirational palette, but yeah, the whole thought behind this, I'm going to quickly read off the card because I can't remember off the top of my head what it is because I've had a very long day. So it just says, meet our newest eyeshadow palette, the Grunge Glam collection of shades, the warmth, depth and unique twists. Meet me in the Underworld. Inspired by the heartbreaking tale of Orpheus and Eurydice. Eurydice? I can't pronounce it because I'm special. But on the back, there is a really long description about the story itself. So it's a classical myth of enduring love that has inspired artists, writers and composers for centuries. We are no exception. We hope this inspires you as it has us. So that's a gorgeous card, and it's so nice and reflecting as well, and it has the image of the palette on the front. And this is the outside. I'll just show you quickly because you get a little sleeve, and on the back it's just tells you the ingredients essentially, like in English and in French actually, so that's pretty cool. Let's have a look at inside of the palette because I know that's what everyone is wanting to see. And yeah, this is the actual palette itself. How insane. You guys, like, if you've been watching my channel for a few months now, I've been obsessed with green, so this is an absolutely gorgeous kind of very aesthetically pleasing type of palette. You do get a nice selection of some reds as well, and just some beautiful shades, and I'm really excited to try this today. Of course I'm going to be using it. I need to put on an eye primer first because I feel like if I do that it will kind of give it a bit more oomph, but I've seen the swatches and man, it might not even need me to add an eyeshadow primer, but I feel like adding a primer would just help me a little bit more. So I'm just going to go in with my Revolution Prime and Lock, which I'm just going to be using a very small amount of, just because I've already put on the rest of my face prior to this. So I'm just going to quickly just tap that on, just so we can get it going, getting a bit warmed up. So I feel like I want to do some swatches, but I'm not good at swatches at all, and they're just really messy. If you want to have a look at the swatches, actually I'll put a picture up here because they have it on all their social medias and they have it everywhere. So have a look at these swatches and you'll make up your own mind if you want to get this palette or not. But yeah, like I said, the palette is inspired by Heartbreak, I guess, but it is such a gorgeous, so gorgeous. I love it. The names are amazing. So you have Snakebite, you have Poetry, Enchanted, Myth, Underworld. You get an idea as to what they want to do with this palette. And what I love the most about this release is that they've been spoken about on so many high profile social media places like Beauty News. I was so happy when I saw this on Beauty News because and they were really raving about it. So if you watch Beauty News, you know that they hate everything, but the fact that they really raved and the look of this palette just shows you that this palette is hopefully going to be amazing. But yes, I was really happy when I saw it on social media and just getting such a wide range of coverage. So I'm really happy for you, Lois. I'm so excited. Let's get on with putting it on because we're just going to be rambling on even longer. So I'm just going to take one of my fluffy brushes, and do I want to do a green look today or do I want to do a kind of red look? I think I'll do a green look today because I feel like that's the whole aesthetic of this palette. So I'm going to go in with Nymph, which is this shade just here, and we're just going to take one of my brushes and I'm going to tap off just the excess because I know I don't want to get any fallout if there is any. And here we go. So let's just tap this on here and we're gonna, oh wow, okay, so we're going to just bring that out a bit, and I'm just going to take it very slowly. Oh my god, these alarm noises, so frustrating. I'm so sorry guys, you have to go through that noise. Okay, just going to tap it on a little bit more. Like honestly, this is, oh holy shit, pardon my language. Wow, okay, I'm literally just taking the smallest amount because I don't want to kind of go over. I want to be very careful with this today. Like how insane, like how gorgeous. And like I said, I absolutely love the Rose Metals palette. I've mentioned so many times, Rose is one of my favorite shades ever. Like my wedding dress was rose gold, and when I use this palette, it's honestly just so beautiful, and it's so just full of so many great shades. I think I've got to mention this palette, I think is £28 or 29, but honestly it's worth it. I paid 32 altogether because that included the shipping, and it came with Hermes, so that is kind of for me quite trusting because therefore you can actually see the whole journey for the palette or your items. And she also has liquid eyeshadow, she has eyeliners, and like I mentioned as well, she has these things, lashes. I can't even talk because this is just insane. I'm going to go in with a small brush now. I was just going through my brushes, And I'm going to go in with Woodland, which is just here. So it's a bit darker, so it's kind of like a khaki green. And we're just gonna tap off the excess again, and we're gonna work it in the corner. I don't know why I'm talking like I'm such an influencer. We're gonna take it in the corner. I'm just gonna blend. This is much more kind of lighter than it seems, but we're still gonna build it up. Oh wow. Oh wow. Am I talking English? We shall see. The layer on that, oh man. And it seems like it's blending out so easily because I'm not even going in that heavy. And it's catching on a lot, so. I'm loving this. And the reason how I found out about Lois Cosmetics was through Steph Toms. So she is just one of my favourite YouTubers. She's amazing, but she's always talking about independent brands and talking about how, you know, high street makeup and everything is so much better. I'm not saying this is high street makeup essentially, but it's on, you know, it's not on the price end of something like Urban Decay or, you know, or NARS or Charlotte Tilbury, but this is a really decently priced product, and the quality is essentially like you're paying for high end. And this is, oh man, this is such a gorgeous green. I love this so far. Okay. Normally I'm never this specific. Normally my eyeshadow is like all over the place, but today I want to be like super careful because I want to do a good look, basically. Let's go in with a shimmer now. So we're going to go with Forest just here, which is a gorgeous dark green shimmer. So I'm taking one of my flat brushes just here, and that's the shade Forest. I can say that the pans are a little bit loose, so I hope none of these are going to fall out because they kind of seem like they're coming out a bit. So I'm going to be very careful when I use them in the future. So this is going to go in the corner. Oh man, this is so nice. You guys see that? I'm sorry, my cat, I know I'm using like the worst quality in the world of my phone, but it's the best I got. Okay. Oh wow. I mean, this is just me using 3 shades. How gorgeous. I mean, I'm going to go in my inner corner actually. I don't think I have a small enough brush to go in my inner corner. Let's just use one of these. So I'm going to go in with Iridesce. I think that's how you say it. That's one of the shades that are quite loose in the pan. So I'm gonna just be so careful when using it for my inner corner. Yeah, I'm gonna use a bit more because I think I was being a bit light-handed. I don't want to go on my lower lash line today because I feel like it's enough me just at the top. Okay, that's quite subtle. To add a bit more. That's so gorgeous. Honestly, I knew this palette was going to be good. Like, I'm not even joking. I'm not even being so over the top, but I haven't used a palette like this in freaking ages. What I really want to do now is put on the lashes. So I'm going to do that off camera, and I'm going to do my lips as well because that will just save me so much time. So I'll be right back. Okay, 4 hours later, because my lashes are terrible. I could not put them on. Like, the lashes are not terrible, but I am terrible. I don't know how to put on lashes. I'm so bad at them, but I managed to get them on to some capacity, so they'll stay on for the next few minutes. But yeah, and I used just one of my Fenty liquid lipsticks as well in the shade Underrated. So this is part of their Christmas selection, I think it was. But yeah, this is my finished look. using the Meet Me in the Underworld palette. I apologise, I don't want to get it wrong, but I feel absolutely gorgeous in this. I don't know, I think I just really like it. The base itself is just using some of my Project Pan products, which I always mention in the description, but the eyeshadow, insane. I use 3 shades. Like I'm never one to kind of go over the top and use every shade possible, but honestly this is a fantastic palette. I can't wait to use the reds now or use everything else, but let me know what you think. You know, even if this palette might not even be the best for you, check out her other 2 palettes as well, the Rose Metals, and I think the other one's called Rogue, something like that, but that one's like a kind of neon type of palette. Amazing, really good price, and yeah, a fantastic service. So yeah, this is the end of my video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on my social media because you can have a close-up look of this face if you want to. But yeah, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good week. I'll see you soon. Bye.